All right, we got today's mail call and in-store find. I had to got to Tupelo today. I had an eye doctor, and then my dad had a regular doctor visit, so drove all the way out there, and didn't expect to find anything at GameStop, but I found the Crimson Guard, the female Crimson Guard. So I went ahead and picked it up, and we got a podcat coming in. I know you want attention, but I'm a little busy right now. Yeah. Shh. Anyway, and I got these mail call. Now these are just parts to complete or fix and complete some other pieces. So let's open this big box here to get it out of the way, and I'll show you what it is and all that good stuff. So I'm opening up behind camera. It's a little far for me. There we go. All right, we got this little base here. Move this box out of the way, and I'll show more about what it is and what it does. Anything else in the box? I don't think so. But yeah, this, I don't know if anybody recognizes these from Power of the Force. Ooh. But they were, let's see. This is dusty. A little dusty. Let me brush that off. I didn't think about it before I hopped on here. Let's see. There's that one. There we go. This was, I forget, the Power of the Force, I forget what they call it, but I lost the base to it. And it's Luke Skywalker up here. Like, I had all this was complete. I just lost the base. I had no idea what happened to it. I thought it was out in storage, but it's got a little wheel that you can turn. You can move the little Sarlacc. But these close up. You take the figure off of there. I don't know if anybody's ever seen these or not, but you take them off. Whoop, and then you knock the phone over. But yeah, you close them up. You can put the figure inside, but you can close them up, and it's a little globe of Tatooine or Tatooine or however you pronounce it. Mos Espa, Lars Moisture Farm, Toshi Station. There's Beggar's Canyon. There's Mos Eisley up here. So he went from here to here. There's Anchorhead, Ben Kenobi's hut. And there's Jabba's back. There's just some key. There's just some key points. Northern Plateau, Southern Polar Range. But yeah, there's just some key points on here. I'm just looking. But yep, I don't like the way it snaps or like when it opens, the way it sounds. But yep, then it opens up and you got like a little display here. A little movie scene where he's just got his lightsaber and he's about to take on Jabba and destroy the sail barge. But we'll move that out of the way, and then this is some parts for Hawk from Captain Power. Now, what happened was my cat got locked in my Joe room by accident. I didn't see her sneak in behind me, and she knocked everything over in there. It broke his gun right here and right here, and it also broke the I don't want to do it, but it broke the little tabs on there, so I put some sticky tack on there. It's kind of hard to see, but that's the only way I got it on. So I wanted some I wanted some parts that weren't broken. I'll display them with the broken parts, so then I was gonna just put the unbroken parts, So yeah, so I can have the unbroken parts. Oh, he can display the broken parts. So if anything happens to them, if they break again or whatever, I don't care. I still have the unbroken pieces. And on these, if you ever decide to get any Captain Power stuff, I recommend displaying them without their parts because these things are so fragile. I've already broken like Tank's gun. And all he did was fall over and land on it, and it broke the handle off. So they're extremely fragile. I mean, it is old plastic, but it's just if y'all are going to display them, just display them without their guns, or don't have them hold them, or something like that. That's my recommendation anyway. I mean, of course, do what you want, but yeah, like I said, I don't like having broken parts and pieces, so I figure that, you can probably kind of see right here. Yeah, right there where my nail is where it broke, and then it also broke right there, the handle, the back handle. But yeah, she got locked in there by accident, and she just went crazy in there, and she broke a bunch of stuff and knocked a bunch of stuff over, and it's been driving me crazy. And I've been looking for parts, the unbroken parts, but I didn't want to spend a whole ton of money on it. So after a while, after just keep looking and just keeping my eye out, eventually I saw some parts that were really inexpensive. So I went ahead and jumped on it, and I got all their. I only have like 4 Captain Power figures right now. I only have I have Pilot, Captain Power, Tank, and Hawk. And I gotta get Scout. And so far, everything I've seen Scout mint in box with his weapons broken. So I gotta, as soon as I can find one that's not broken and it's not gonna be too expensive, I'll probably jump on it. But I definitely got to get Scout because I like Captain Power. I actually got to meet Captain Power at Joe Fest 24. And he was super nice guy. Answered a lot of questions, and I bought my tank figure from Captain Power. I forgot his name. I know it's Dunnigan. Is it Timothy? Timothy Dunnigan? I'm so terrible with names. I'm just going to call him Captain Power. But I'm glad to finally get some unbroken parts. And no, it wasn't the Calico. It was my black cat. You would figure that'd be Phoebe, the Calico's, because she's usually responsible. There she is. There, she's usually the one that's responsible for all the broken stuff or knocked over stuff. Anyway, not this time. It was little Mimi, the black cat. I know you want attention. I'll play with you in just a few minutes. But anyway, here's the, we're going to open her up. I definitely want Crazy Legs and I want Zap. I was hoping they had either one of them there because I want either one. But I'll take her. And there's her file card there. Try to hold steady there so everybody can read. And you can pause that. Okay. And then let's pop her open, take a look at her. I was thinking about getting another Crimson Guard anyway, so I'm glad I found this one. I mean, then I probably don't need to get another one. I might pick up one more if I ever find it in the wild for a good price, but as of right now, I only really wanted 2. And now I got 2. So the card art looks pretty good. I like that card art. Let's see. Yeah. Put it over here. There we go. All right. Now. All right. If you're wearing headphones, I suggest you turn them down now because there's going to be a lot of crinkling. Just fair warning. Probably best to take the gun out first. Oh, the backpack's on the back side. I was wondering why it looks so weird. Let's see. Looks like it's a lot of the same stuff that came with the classified. Oh gosh, there it goes. There we go. All right, put this all back together. Put that in the box. Get it out of the way. All right, let's take a look at see if she's head movement's okay. Oh no, he didn't. There was a girl in school used to do that. She'd bob her head back and forth like that. It was hilarious. I think I was in college. Let's see. Yeah, so far moves pretty good. Let's see. Pretty good. Oh. Dang. Yeah, she's got a thigh cut. Let's pull this down a little bit. Let's see. Come on, get down. There we go. I don't want it too high up. There we go. That one's okay. Let's see. Oh gosh, this leg is stiff. All right, there goes that part. There it goes. Ugh, I'm always worried I'm gonna break one of these legs one day. Ow. Oh, that pinched me a little bit. Jeez. I may have to... Probably gonna have to warm this one up just a little bit. Let's see. I got it to... I just can't get it to turn. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. I know you want attention. I know. I get it. Yeah, I get it. You got your toy right here and you want to play. Let's see. A little bit of ab crunch, not too. It kind of has a 25th anniversary. Don't knock that over. Here, let me put the box on the ground. You can play with it. You can play with the box. All right, let's see. Let me gear her up. Looks like you can put same on the classified. It looks like you can. Looks like you can put the sword case on the side or on her side here. Yeah, when this cat, hell hath no fury, like this cat wanting attention. That's for sure. Let's see if I can get this down a little further down. I don't like the way that sits. That sits up way too high for my tail. Of course, that might be where it's supposed to sit, so I mean. I just think it's up too high. That's just my opinion. I mean, I could be wrong. Let's see. Of course, it's my figure. I can have her belt sit wherever I want it to sit. There we go. I kind of like it there because it hides the little cut a little more. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Oh, there's the Mimi coming in. All right, let's see. Sword. Let's see. Knife. Okay. Pistola. And she's got it it comes with interchangeable hands, which are fists, but I always like keeping the trigger fingers on. Let's see how well she can hold her gun here. Very well, actually. All right, let's see. And I had to go to the eye doctor. I hadn't had new glasses in like 3 years, and I can see fine up close, but man, just the distance is where I was always having trouble. Like reading road signs and stuff until I can't see road signs off of the distance until I get like right up on it. And so I've been meaning to get new glasses for a while, and today she said, yeah, your distance changed a lot. I was like, yeah. I was like, well, I'm getting old. I'm getting real old real quick. But she said, at least you can see up close. You don't need bifocals yet. I'm like, well, that's good news. But the key word is yet. See, as far as it'll go in? I guess so. Oh, dang, her belt went flying right back up again. I guess it won't. I guess I can only get it to go so far down before it's supposed. I guess it's just supposed to sit right on top of that cut, because I can't get it to go down any further. But that's okay. Here we go. Here we are. Well, let's get her on her stand here. Very nice. Let's see. Yeah, works. Oops. There it goes. Yeah, looks good. All right, now I got the classified one here. Let's see. Yeah, he's just a little bit taller, not much. If you put him up on the stand, he's just like a hair taller. But let's see, a lot of the same. Let me zoom in here. Let's see. There's his face. And there's her face. Not too bad. Not bad at all. They have the same kind of metals. Okay, not too bad. But yeah, the exact same accessories, except for he's got a black backpack and hers is red. Which, I mean, I like the red okay, but the black looks best to me. And then here's their 25th anniversary counterpart. So they all have that. Of course, his sigil's a little different than theirs, but looks more like the these two kind of looks like a combination of the 25th anniversary. It's good because he had the red backpack. She's got the red, but he's got the black. He's got the black face mask like that one does, but he's got his a little more painted in detail, and hers is silver. So I could say he's an officer or she's an officer, or maybe like different specialties or something. Or they could just be simply doing that to have little differences in their uniforms. I don't know. I haven't quite came up with or thought of the lore yet. But anyway, yep. This was today's haul. I'm glad to finally get these things completed. Man, seeing all these little things coming off these boxes I missed. But I'm glad to finally get some of these. I'm glad to finally get her. I've been seeing people open her, and she looks fantastic. So I was like, yeah, I want to get it. And GameStop, last few times I went through there, they just didn't have anything. So I just was like, yeah, well, I'm already here, and we're like right next to it because we stopped by Longhorn for lunch, and it's Sunday's my mom's birthday, so we went ahead and gave her a birthday lunch, and because I got to work, unfortunately. So they were just like, yeah, let's go ahead and do a birthday lunch and have fun. And while we're out, and I was like, well, while I'm here, might as well go to GameStop. And I didn't expect them to have anything, and I just so happened to look over, and I was like, hey, finally. Oops, sorry, Hawk. But yep, this was today's haul. I have no idea what happened to the base, because I had everything in storage. Well, I guess that's as far over it'll go. I had everything in storage, and so far, I mean, I found all the pieces and parts, but I just could not find the base for this one. I have no idea what happened to it. So now, of course, now that I bought one, I'm going to find mine. So that's how my luck always works. And like I said, I'm glad to get him fixed, because I really don't like having broken pieces to my figures. But I'll display them with their broken parts, but I'll have these just in case I ever... You never know, something happens. You may have to, sell everything you own. I'd rather, if I'm going to have to sell them, I want my stuff to be complete. Not only for my sake, but for the other people's sake, that, if somebody else buys it, then they don't have to go hunting for the parts and stuff. But I just like my stuff being complete. I'm a completist. And it drives me crazy when they're not complete. It really does. It drives me nuts when my stuff is not complete. But now I can put him back on display. So I had him on the bottom shelf, just laying there open. And I'm glad to finally get this. I think this was 98 or 99. I can't remember when I got this. Cat, get out of my face, please. I think that's when I got him, but I'm really not 100% sure. Got something in there. I don't know what that is. Looks like some kind of schmutz. Or some kind of... There it goes. Some kind of fuzz or something. This thing's been sitting on the shelf, just open. So it could be a bug. It looks like it was a piece of cloth or something, but it's been in storage for so long, and then I took it out of storage and just threw it on my bottom shelf. But I had it laid open like that because I was like, maybe I'll find that stand for it. Maybe I'll find the base for it. Maybe I'll find that base for it. And then I found one on eBay for like, if you want one of these, one new in box is pretty cheap. And these do make pretty cool little background displays, like maybe on your desk or something. You know, your computer desk at work or something, if you're interested. I mean, they got different ones. They got an indoor one with I got it out there. It's an Ewok, the glider Ewok. And then there's a Death Star one that has Darth Vader, sitting in the where his helmet can come off. I have that one, and there's a couple of other ones that I don't have. But just in case you're interested, these do, like I said, they'll make like a pretty cool desk piece, like background piece, and you can kind of mess with them. Like Darth Vader's chair spins around, and I don't think the Ewok one does anything, but the wings fold, like when you fold them down, it has like the planet of Endor and the forest moon of Endor. And then it has like when you open it up, the wings can fold out. Oh, look who found a box! Did you find a box already? Huh, Missy? But yep, that's the one that's responsible for breaking Hawk's wings. She got in there. She had all kinds of stuff just laying over. She had knocked over just about everything. And I was just a little upset with that, but well, it's I should have checked. I usually always check behind me whenever I'll shut a door because she's quick. And but anyway, I'm rambling on. So anyway, this was today's haul. I'm glad to finally get this back to where I can display it better, and then I'm glad I got the parts where he's not broken anymore. And like I said, I'm just going to display him with him back behind him. He falls over so easy. Well, like I said, if you're going to buy these Captain Power figures are a lot of fun. They're really cool, and I like them. I need to get more, and I want to get play sets and stuff because I really liked Captain Power. But if you do get them, I recommend getting some or don't display them with their weapons because these are so fragile. And what I mean, these things are fragile. I mean, they are fragile. The figures themselves are pretty nice, are pretty decent, but their accessories are they're just so thin and so fragile. And Pilot, her gun, like right there, because that's how they hook around their arm and stuff. And hers, like I barely even touched it; it just shattered. So, and if you do want to display with weapons, get a couple of ones, ones that you can one for display and one for keeping, off to the distance, off in the back, so it isn't broken. Of course, everybody has their own way, but this is. I'm very picky and particular about my stuff. I like my things to be complete. I like them to be unbroken. I'm just a stickler for that kind of stuff. That's just how I am. But anyway, I'm rambling. Everybody have a good day. Take care. Cobra! May the force be with you, and power on.